We're in.
Right. Oh. Yeah.
I'm like, that took ages.
Yeah, I think we're live streaming as well. I'll still give it a few seconds for it to stabilise.
Yeah, we had a bit of issue and there we just were stuck on a black screen for ages. I think you can start talking now.
Yeah, one sec. Just because I know that one of the guys was still trying to get in. Yeah, hang on one sec. Pyro's still trying to get in. Right, hopefully it's all steady on the viewers' end. So hello everyone, welcome to New Horizons Racing League Division 1, round 15 of the championship here at the Marina Bay circuit in Singapore. I think historically it's always thrown up a pretty good race. I think we're very lucky for it to be once in a while that it's dry instead of the usual tropical storms that we're used to about this time of year around here. So hopefully the race time won't be an hour, but I know safety car dependent. Alongside me, gaming things and on track for this week. How are you doing and what are your thoughts on Singapore?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. As for Singapore, okay, I'm just going to be brutally honest here. I don't like any street circuit. I don't like driving them, and this isn't especially an example of them at one of them, just to how tedious this thing can be in length.
The thing is, it's not so much it's a bad track, but unless if there's quite a bit of action, I mean, I don't really say that in terms of numbers, but there kind of needs to be something going on around here, because I wouldn't really say it's a dirty air track as much, but definitely not a lot of overtaking chances, but usual thing with street circuits, you get it wrong and it goes very wrong. But at the same time, I don't find Singapore that particularly difficult.
Yeah, it's just my personal opinion.
And it's one you're entitled to, and to some extent I do agree with you. From a driver's point of view, it can get quite tedious, but it's alright. I guess if the racing ain't up to standard, then we've got some buildings to look at.
Yep, and yeah, like you said, the numbers just can be an issue.
Well, we've got 11 on. I'd like to say historically, well, it's not even historically, it's still current that even with low numbers, we tend to have good races, and I do like these smaller grids because it gives everyone a chance in the limelight. But it also means all it takes is one person to mess up. Let's say, don't be that one person to bring out the safety car.
Yeah, because that will make this battle even longer.
So, like, even if league races, if just a normal wet race around here for us, we'd be looking at a race time of about an hour, and that's without safety cars. Remember, remember the times we've come here before and it's lashed it down. We ended up with safety cars. The races were like an hour and 10 minutes long.
Oh God, don't remind me.
I used to love them. I thought they were jokes. I must have been the only one on the grid who liked them.
Yeah, I did not like that at all.
Right, riding on board with you, so don't mess up. Oh.
Well, look at my wing.
Your wing has departed. It's now being melted down to a fisherman's rudder as we speak.
Well, didn't you hear me go, ah?
Yeah, I know. I thought you'd just miss an apex or something. I'd expect to rage a bit more if you put it in the barrier.
Well, it was the fact that it just came off weirdly.
It was like a small touch and then the whole thing come off?
Oh no, admittedly I did like lose my back and end a bit and going across the bridge.
Oh no, Jody! Oh my God. How he's still gone pole after doing that is beyond me.
Right, did he like lose his back end and find the phone up?
Yeah, he's lost the back end, gone across the line backwards, and he still went pole. I mean, excellent first impressions, Geordie, especially on your pace.
Okay, I will admit that's we're probably gonna like if we did record our races and as we're streaming them, I will admit if we were like doing a compilation, that would probably have been in the montage like maybe the funniest moments of the season.
Yeah, it's definitely given some content. Oh, as Cameron Dowles goes even quicker, 35.2.
Oh, of course he does.
Oh, but it's not loaded up. Something's wrong with the timing screen. It says Collins has gone pole with a 38.8 and Collins is only 4.
Yeah, it's also the same going here when you look at the. And we got the thing on.
Well, I'm riding on board with Leroy, see if he can drag that Mercedes up. I'm loving that blue helmet. Is that a has the game released like a tribute helmet for like Frank Williams? Because there's a few like helmet designs that I've not seen before.
There is just came out a special livery and maybe helmet for George.
Let's say Leroy's running a helmet, but it's got a W on the front of it. It looks really nice, but I've not seen it before. I thought one of the Div 2 guys were running it last night, and I've just not noticed. I didn't think the game had done anything for Frank.
Take it, Frank. That is a bit of a country, isn't it?
It's not nice news to hear whenever something like this happens, but at the same time, the thing is, I get that he was paralysed, but I don't think that would have played a factor. But it's not like he was young. I mean, to be fair, I think he was nearly 80. He was like in his late 70s. So I think after that thing in when he had his accident, whenever it was, I believe sometime in the 80s, he had to make the most of the time he had. And to be fair, he come back and he bloody dominated.
Yeah, he definitely left a legacy, I will say that.
He's done a lot more than probably any of us are going to do with our lives, so yeah, I'm actually really feeling for the family more than anything, especially Claire. Fred, your front wing does not look to be optimal, and yeah, this is going to be a compromise lap. Anyone else actually on a lap? Let's ride aboard the Pyro.
Yeah, a calm, very calm qualifying at the moment.
No, it's nice. I'm just enjoying watching the cars go around.
To be fair, F1 cars do not look nice in the street lights.
Pyro just took too much curb at the final corner and is invalidated. I think that would also invalidate the lap he's gone on to now. And yeah, definitely strategy I'd recommend, easily medium to hards. Unless if anyone wants to try it on the softs. I will laugh at anyone who thinks starting on the softs is a good idea, because it really bloody isn't. Even as a 2-stop, like soft, medium, soft, it's not really worth it. The annoying thing is about Singapore, for our races, it would be an easily 1-stop, medium, medium. But I find the hards difficult to control. And the softs would just die. I mean, like by lap 5, your tyres are gone. And from what I remember of the wear rate, they wear at about 15 to 18% a lap. So you think you do your quali lap, even if it's just one, you're going to start the race in the formation lap with 30% worn tyres. So starting soft, definitely not advised unless if you plan on providing some entertainment of fighting off some soft, some medium runners.
This lap feels slow I've got.
Oh, apparently you're going purple.
Ha! Oh, wick off.
Definitely not going purple now. 38
Where would they have got me?
P4.
Ah.
Turbo's just started a lap, so I'll ride on board with him until... Right, I'm just going to follow some other people to the line. Well, Cameron Dowd start a lap, I'll ride on board with the championship leader, and Turbo invalidating very quickly. The first couple of corners proving a little bit difficult on track limits by the looks of it. But I think you can tell some of the guys who've not put in a lot of practice, and that's alright, I know we've all got lives. Boy, I actually wish I was on the grid.
God, I hate this track.
Probably do the world of good just braking a little bit earlier. No, it's just you seem to be struggling a bit going under the bridge.
Yeah.
Just as soon as you start turning the car, while you're still turning right, just trail brake. And slam the brakes on, take them off again, then pump brake it around the left-hand hairpin. Not like all the way around, it was just until you locked onto the apex. Oh, Twonk, 36.5.
From out of nowhere.
Still not pole, but it's a very impressive P3.
Wait, what?
No, it's just annoying because whenever anyone's setting a lap time now, the game's just saying, yes, it's purple, it's pole. Cameron 2, the line, is that actually pole? Yes, it is. That's the 35 flat. And Leroy, 35.2. Yeah, again, oh no, Cameron was on the mediums. AlphaTauri's coming through. Let's see if Pyro's kept it together. I think he's made it. 36.2. Not far off. Well, it's about second, but very respectable time there from Pyro. And the Haas is coming through. 3 tenths up is Geordie. Hello, people watching. Oh, Geordie span it again. Is he going to go pole? Well, he still improves his lap time.
He spin again.
Yeah, he span again. Didn't go pole this time, but he did improve on his time. Who was that? That was Collins. He's done a what's his name? He binned it in Singapore, causing that controversy. Is that Nelson PK Jr.?
I think it was it Nelson?
Yeah, I'm not about the old one. It was Nelson PK Jr. who was told to crash under the crash at Singapore for Alonso. Anyone in the comments, let me know if that was right or not. I'm pretty sure it was. Antics invalid, but I'll ride on board with him. I'll keep an eye on the 2 Mercs coming through. I don't expect them to improve on the time.
That's one way to enter the pits, the Mercs.
Explain? Should I be worried?
No, they literally both followed the same line, but they weren't like 16 mode, they were like going up a bumping across them at the running curves.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous for Jordan now because I was excited to see his pace, but if that car is spinning going through the final corner, it's not going to do him any good in the race. But yet again, I'm sure you know when you guys run your quali laps, you'll be using your hot lap on the ERS, so that's going to cause a little bit more wheel spin. The 2 Mercs called it a day. I think they are quite comfortable for a front row lockout.
Looking at their times, no one can challenge them.
time was very decent. Yeah, thanks for that, Pyro. If that's still a problem by the end, I'll probably just stop streaming and then start it again.
And so, what's the problem?
Apparently the audio is very far behind on the visuals. So I'll do quali, and then I'll stop the stream and then start it again for the race.
Okay, that's good.
The F196's still not, let alone he's improving, but he's still invalidating. That's not what I mean. What's the problem, Pyro? Oh, do you mean the actual timer? No, I think I know what you're on about.
What is it on about?
I say when time runs out for us, and then there's actually still like a minute left for the guys on track.
Really?
Yeah, Pyro, I know what you mean now. It's happened before, we'll just kindly deal with it.
Just can you deal with it?
Yeah, sorry about that, man. I just misunderstood what you were trying to say.
They don't make a perfect game, Cody, do they?
Well, they are code masters, and they've been doing F1 for how many years?
I mean, the only thing
Still yet to master the code.
But personally, I think the only people worse with glitches would probably be the president.
Oh, Fred, that's one mistake too many.
Yep. Oh, hello. I thought you were on about the Hasselt crash in turn 1.
No, Fred just lost it coming out of the final chicane. He's into the barrier. At least he's still 10th, and you just simply setting a time on the board will get you into the top 10. Unless you want to start P11, you can go for any tyre. Believe me, the hard tyres would not be a bad tyre to start on, if you can control them.
Whoa! Antics! That was a bit dangerous, mate.
Explain?
I was going down like the main straight. Like main straight, back straight, whatever. Yeah. And obviously Antics moved across the road to get out of my way, but it was a bit late in his call to do that. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Just, he's going to hinder Geordie at the minute. Oh, God, I was going to say thank God he's hit the wall, because it made him move out the way quicker. Part of the plan. Yeah, Fred, tactical disadvantage that is. Tactical disadvantage. Especially if Gamey actually sets the time.
I'm trying to.
It's the same as the guys when you go, oh, yeah, you're an amateur because you ran out of fuel in quali. It's like, no, it means I've set a time with the least amount of fuel in the car. At that point, I don't really care if anyone gets impeded behind me. I would say I'll take a pen, but as long as you can still move out the way of people, then it's fine. Well, yeah, not bad. What tyres are you on?
Mediums.
Yeah, that's okay. Nah, fresh set of mediums. Yeah, to be fair, Fred, like, if you're starting P11 now, fresh set of mediums probably do the world of good. Right, apparently timers ran out on my screen. I don't know how much time's left for the rest of them.
It says here 1 minute 35 seconds. We're currently still on track, but we're waiting for Andrix, who's just entering the pits.
Yeah. I'm hoping that you're not too far behind then in terms of the timing, but apparently I'm a minute ahead for the glitch.
Oh no, it has. We have gone checkered flag. We're just waiting on antics.
Yep.
There
There we go.
I will confess one thing. My back end was very slidey in the last sector.
Gamey with a slidey back end. As we say, interesting. Right, your top three then. Cameron Dow's championship leader on pole position for Mercedes ahead of his teammate. T0 P2 in the system Mercedes front row lockout. And Geordie making his debut for Haas today. P3 filling in for Tamer, who is out there at the Saudi GP. Hopefully he can get some good points in for the team, because Haas are they're on a mission at the minute, trying to pull themselves up the bottom end of the constructors table. Yeah, again, because it's been that long since they've been done, I wouldn't be surprised if they're third in the constructors.
So in terms of tyre strategy, I'll be honest, I would normally have started on the red tyres, but luckily if it's all clean, then these mediums should keep me good.
Yeah, if you're planning on starting on mediums, it's still, well, the preferred race tyre to start on. I'm struggling to think of any logical reason why someone would start on the softs. Even if there's like a early safety car, you're going to have to pit. Because by the time that safety car comes in, it's your pit window. So if anyone's starting on the softs, one, you've made the wrong tyre decision, and two, you're just going to lose track position. So unless if you're a god at tyre saving with them and you can defend very well, you're just throwing away positions at the end of the day. So actually have a look at the tyres. Oh dear. Geordie's on the softs, as is Turbo and both Red Bulls. Collins as well on the softs. Right.
There are a lot of people on the softs.
Yeah, basically half the grid is, and they will be in the pits by lap 5 without fail.
So if I keep this clean, this helps me out compared to them.
Yeah, just trying to work out 90%. I believe it's lap 28.
How long it'll take us to get there, that's another story.
Lap 29. Lap 29 will be 90%, so must start lap 29 if you lot want points.
Well,
it's not
like
Div 2 where we just basically give them out for nothing.
Like I said, Connor, how long it takes us to get to that point, that's another story.
I hope it's less than an hour, because I wouldn't mind going out for a pint tonight. Anyway, full grid rundown then. Like I said, championship leader Cameron Downs on pole position for Mercedes ahead of his sister car. Taste Leroy P2 front row Mercedes lockout. Header Geordie Boxell making his Nhrl debut today here for Haas, filling in for Tamer. Pyro P4 for AlphaTauri. Fingers crossed more podiums can come his way. Turbo still solid performance from Haas. P5. He's ahead of Twonk after his lengthy absence. Hope exam season went pretty well for you, Twonk. F1 Antics, the Div 2 reserve, P7 in the sister Red Bull, filling in for Echo Master today. Fingers crossed we can also see Echo back for next week. And then in P8, the almighty gamey things for McLaren. He starts ahead of the Div 2 reserve, Callum Davey, filling in for MDJ, who had to back out last minute. P9, he's ahead of Collins, P10 in the Alpine, and Fred the Red rounding out the grid. Starting on fresh mediums today in the AlphaTauri. Right, let's try to keep the spins to a minimum, and then we've got them out of the way on the formation lap.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. What the hell?
Save the screams unless if you see anything like what we saw in Div 2 the other week when one of the Aston Martins went flying through the air.
Wait, did that happen?
Yeah, it actually happened in Div 2 Monza. If you want to find it, just go bloody watch it. It'll quite funny.
But it ain't the first time we've captured cars.
Probably not for the driver that was involved. Here we go, the almighty 11 car grid. Just lights away they go, come on! A fairly clean getaway, no desperate moves being made apart from a few defensive moves. Collins diving through like it's a Mackey's car park.
Yeah, I know, he died through me.
Yeah, very clean getaway. I don't think anyone's got any damage yet. It depends when they come to the end of this braking zone. I'm on board with Twonk because he is already giving Geordie a hard time. We'll just wait until that house can stretch its legs and fingers crossed it can keep pointing in the right direction. Gamey being very nice and not fighting that many people, just giving up positions left, right and centre through the first sector. Come on, man. If you're on the soft, you should be able to defend quite easily. Or is it the lack of standards as the grid gets toward the back?
No, this is a lack of not having a setup.
Oh, you chose it.
It was just a basic setup.
No, the basic setup was a default setup, and believe me, a default setup will not work around here. You see Twonk diving against Geordie, and they've already touched going into the barrier.
Are they out?
No, I don't know if that Red Bull's got away unscathed. He's definitely going to be quite annoyed of that. I don't think Georgie's going to be getting a Christmas card from Twonk anytime soon. Yeah, speaking of Christmas breaks, we're nearly already there. As Turbo has span, he's made contact with his teammate. They're trying to drive through each other. Turbo, that 5-second can be removed, Turbo. I just hope you can keep going. Both houses are going to have to come to the box. Collins span on the main straight. Front wing's gone on the Alpine. Just be careful because Twonk is rounding the final corner. Twonk's being aware that. Yeah, Alpine does not have a front wing.
Okay, he has to go for an entire lap.
Yeah, he's already passed the pit lane. Tragic. Absolutely tragic from Haas. Well, they've gone into the hard tyres. Now I feel bad for them. You shouldn't have to be waiting at all, just kind of get on with it. But it's allowed Callum Davey to up into P4. I know it's only 11 drivers, but it's still a Division 1 race. Yeah, I'm loving all these helmets. I'm assuming that is a Williams themed helmet, and nice little touch after what happened with Williams at the weekend. Fight I'm going to keep an eye on. Definitely. Oh, Collins. No, Pyro. Careful, man. Be very, very surprised if that is not a safety car, because Collins looks like he's binned it in a dangerous place. It's at the old Singapore sling. It seems to have been a move without a problem, as Geordie has gone for another spin. Yeah, Haas drivers out. Yeah, setups are okay. Come down as fast as 40.2. That could improve later on in the race.
Quick off game. How was that extreme title on it?
Yeah, higher in the box. Compromise ready. Callum Davey up into P3. Fred the Red P4 and F-Nantics P5.
How am I this slow?
You're not slow, man. You just got a bit caught up at the start. Well, there's a fight for P3. Fred's dived it in on Callum. He's made move stick. No tyre advantage. Fred just legitimately made an overtake. I think DRS has been enabled, so life being made easy for him. Yeah, keep this up, Fred. This is quite impressive. F1 Antics a span. Yeah, VSC. Too much debris on the track by now.
Well,
so yeah, that's the whole wing gone off the front of Antics. He's going to drop back down. Could do with the full safety car though. Would you agree?
No.
Well, if it helps, we're almost 10% through the race.
For the safety car, James, for us getting the pack together, yes. And as for my strategy at the moment compared to the people who are still on red tyres, no.
Well, no, because the mediums will be they should be going to about lap 15. I know you've done quali laps on them, but the grip,
chance.
yeah, well, the grip by lap 12 should still be reasonable. No one with the drive-throughs have gone green flag again. Callum Davies still within half a second of Fred. Now, I don't know what the pre-race nerves were about from Cameron. He was a bit worried that Leroy was going to shoot off down the road, unless if Leroy was just playing mind games with him.
Where is Lee anyway?
Sorry?
Where is Lee anyway?
Well, Lee?
Yeah.
P2. About half a second behind his teammate. What's that? Was that? Oh, Twonk. Went very deep. There's no visible damage, but what he's probably got is a knocked front wing if he's struggling to make a corner. I'd say definitely a fan of the black livery on the Mercedes at night. Not as much of what the black livery stands for with Mercedes, but I don't know if coaches have got the shading right on the cars, because I think Mercedes still run a gloss livery, and this looks like, with the lighting in the game, it looks like it's a matte livery.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Rewind a moment. Did you say Twonk had a damaged wing?
I don't think he's got a damaged wing, but I don't expect him to be gaining a bit more on you, considering his pace. So I wonder if he's just knocked the front wing a little, it might be hindering him a little bit.
Well, if that is the case, and he does have damage wing, that shows how bad I've been doing, because he is gaining on me by quite a bit.
No, that'll be down to you.
Exactly. That's why I don't want to hear that.
Who else? Still right back on board with Callum. I think as long as Fred and Callum can keep the penalties to a minimum, this is still an interesting fight for P3 at the moment. Let alone the fact that I know that the major players are very far down the grid. No reason why they can't catch up. Even if it is a 20-second gap, if they, you know, a second a lap quicker and all that, then it should be alright. Yeah, Fred the biggest winner off the start, biggest losers, both Haas drivers, both for no turbo! He's done what Fred
Safety.
did in qualifying. How is F1 Antics retired as well? What the hell?
Geordie's retired.
Yeah, but they've retired on track. That's just caused a safety car.
Well, there are two houses off the road, and there's I don't know what the other car is in the pit lane.
No, the other one didn't retire in the pit lane, they went straight on at turn 1. So we've got 7 cars, yes they will catch up.
No, I'm saying there was another car who retired in the pit lane.
Yeah, that was F1 Antics.
So there's a session.
Right, all eyes on Mercedes, I think they've got the gap to keep their position. The hards go about 25 laps. I think they can. Fred stayed out. Callum stayed out as well. Now I was thinking for a split second to red flag the race, but we've already passed the distance to make that happen.
What would warrant the red flag?
60% of the grid to be lost within 3 laps of the race. But that's mainly for, like, you know, mass pile-ups on the first lap sort of thing. Like, you know, when we have a bit more of a collision that we can't really ignore. I think the last time we should have thrown a red flag. No, it's not so much like damage going into the pits. It's like actual DNFs. Like God forbid if we had like an 8-car pile-up on the first lap, let's say, that's the sort of thing that will throw a red flag. And it has happened, probably not an 8-car pile-up, but we've lost people before quite early on in the league's history of we needed to throw a red flag. Speaking of red flags, the only time we've ever a red flag quali was 2 times. Was it season 3 at Germany and Abu Dhabi?
I don't know about that.
I know it definitely happened in Germany because we had like 9 people crashing quali because they were all crashing into each other. Well, since we've got a safety car, I think we're now committed to an hour timed race.
Yeah.
Cameron, you might need to be a bit careful, mate. I know you like feathering the throttle to get some temperature in, but you're sliding around like a good old greasy penguin.
That's a good old greasy penguin.
Yeah, I still need to check on our penguin. I've not seen it for a while. Now, Callum David choosing to come in. Should have come in earlier. He's going to give away unnecessary position. I bet Pyro's happy though. Got a podium in his sights, and Fred isn't exactly the most difficult driver to overtake. I only say that for the level of competition that's in Division 1.
I think the me choosing to pit was the other 2 are what are on the mediums other than the front 2.
Yeah, still check the tyres.
Has kind of helped me gain like time over them massively.
Yeah, in terms of the guys that pitted, like Pyro pitted early on, so his hard's a little bit of wear, nothing any major. It should still be net on performance. Fred on 6-lap old mediums, they are still going to have a little bit of life left in them, and fingers crossed they should warm up easier than the hards. I mean it, like you really need to work some temperature in the hards if you want a good restart. I don't mean that for an overtake, I mean it just to stay on the bloody track. So I want to see some more weaving from Fred, particularly in the 3rd sector. Because the car will go. If you think what Geordie was doing in quali was bad, then don't be irresponsible and not warm up your tyres. Do what Cameron Dowds is doing. He's doing like little burnouts.
Doing burnouts?
Yeah, so whenever he's, I think he's just like slamming the accelerator and taking it off again. His car's fishtailing everywhere, but I think it's getting him temperature. The safety car is coming in.
Yeah, I'm warming up my tyres. Wait.
I would still expect Fred to let the safety car go away. Guess we're just gonna lift off here a bit. There's the safety car line.
He's way into the line.
Very gently, like everyone, like very gently around the final corner. And we're green flag again. He's been caught napping at the restart. Both Mercs have absolutely mugged him going into the first corner. Leroy's jumped his teammate, so he's gone a little bit deep, but he maintains position ahead of his teammate. Fred and his teammate. Oh, there's another little 3-way fight going on. You gave me for this camera angle. Cameron Dowd's losing out a little bit as well. Dowds and Pyro, wheel to wheel, and that is Twonk who's gone for a spin coming out of turn 4.
Definitely I switch my camera there.
Oh, careful, mate. I would say big black Mercedes, you can't really miss it. Yeah, it's game
Yes,
here
I
from
get
Cameron.
it, Jeff. Don't Jeff just told me.
What's he said?
There's been an incident on track. I saw the damn thing.
Yeah, it's, oh my god, Twonk lost his whole front mind. Let's say for the sake of the race, Twonk, if you wouldn't mind just continuing. But like, you've not been here for a while, so even if you can make it to the end, easy 6 points. Maybe even 7 if you can go for the fastest lap by about lap 25. Oh, sorry.
Did you just choke?
Yeah, I just went to take a breath and something got stuck in my throat.
That was a lot of that.
Callum with the mother of all shafting of corners. Ran that final curb like it's not even there. Completely different track.
Well played.
I wouldn't say it's gained him any time though.
I've noticed that there's a lot of people like have a bit of a back end sticking out when they go around the third corner.
Yeah, try and wind it back to the pits. Let's see what he goes to. Mediums. Not a bad tyre. Yeah, he's definitely left himself open for a soft stint. Let's see how Cameron struggles through the dirty air. He's not really used to this, being in P3.
Yeah, he's not used to actually being behind someone.
Well, he was behind someone in Portimao last week.
He was also behind someone in Netherlands, when you know how that went.
Yeah. I did watch the Netherlands race back. I don't remember a lot of it, and I think there's a good reason. But hey, I'm just happy that race went ahead in the first place.
Yeah, well, when it comes to that race, and the best thing about that thing was, of course, my enthusiasm. That's the only reason nothing.
No, I'm not faulting you for trying at all. Hero fast lap of the race, 140 flat. No, I was more worried that race that I'd left you in the deep end or something. I didn't want you to get nervous about it.
I know, I'll think about it.
Well, the guys sound like they had the guys that finished had a bit of a good time. Discord wasn't so friendly when I went back through and read it.
Discord wasn't, no.
DRS really helping Cameron. Was that the ERS? No, about level on ERS. It's just a toe whenever he can. Leroy probably doing his teammate a favour, pulling a second away from Pyro.
If you want a potential overtake that to happen, try Carrot on me.
Right on board, expecting a crash. I mean, your car isn't exactly hard to miss.
No, it's probably the brightest car in the damn grid.
I would agree. Oh, Cameron having another little sniff at Pyro. He's going to try and go for a move in the chicane.
That'd be an interesting one.
No. Only just giving each other enough of a quarter to make the corner. It's a very tight line through the grandstand, Cameron. Good job. Master of the traction throughout the final corner. That round went to Pyro. DRS keeping Cameron fairly close though. I'm pretty sure Pyro knows he could lose the position by the end of Raffles Boulevard.
Raffles Boulevard?
Yeah, that's the name of the DRS zone in the first sector. He is popping to the right. Pyro covers him off and Cameron's run out of road.
To be fair, the only corner I know at this track is the Singapore Sling.
I still get confused with that corner because I swear it was that one that got reprofiled back in 2013, 14, whenever it was. You know, some guys apparently call the Singapore Sling like the first 3 corners.
I don't know. I've always known the last corner as the Singapore Sling.
No, I've never known the last corner to be called it. was that corner that like just went through. I thought that was a sling. You know, the little smooth left-hander now.
Oh, yeah.
I can see why they removed it though. It was just damaging the cars.
Oh yeah, I think I remember when that was like that.
It was a really fun challenge, but in real life F1 it was ripping the floor of the cars apart.
I think another thing F1 had to deal with when they went to Singapore is the interference and what was happening to the cars when they went over the train on the ground.
That still happens. Oh, Pyro's going for a spin at the penultimate corner.
Oh no.
Can reset track if he's got the time to. Fred's come through, he's got the position. Hopefully those hards are not going to be a danger. Just be wary of that AlphaTauri's back end.
No offense, I would have preferred it, and it would be more spicy if it was you said Cameron was the one who span.
Oh, look at him though. Squem as well. Yeah, just be really careful of him. I don't want him to collect anyone. Speaking of collecting, someone's binned it, and that is Twonk, who's gone through. He's gone for a spin. He's gone right into the runoff in the third sector. I thought he'd collected both of the Mercedes then under blue flags.
Okay, I will admit, in terms of my overtakes I've done, that was quite clean, quick one I just did there.
Up there, one of your best, mate. Oh yeah, because I think Pyro joined late. His driver's not wearing a helmet.
Oh, for God's sake! Why is there that glitch recently?
I don't know. It's quite funny. I think one of my favourite glitches from all the F1 games is when you went through turn 2 at China and then it made you drive down the pit lane.
Wait, what?
It was back in F1 2015 when the game was broken.
Oh God, yeah, I remember it now. Wait, hang on a minute. We were doing that. We've been doing this for that long.
What, 12 laps?
No, in 2015.
Well, no, it's like my. No, I was saying from F1 2015 because the glitches on it were that broken. When did we start doing it? We started in 2018 on the 2017 game cycle.
Okay.
So if we survive long enough to see the end of March next year, we would have been doing this for 4 years.
Hell yeah.
Mate, I've been doing this for almost as long as I've been a dad.
Well, damn.
Yeah, you know, it was his birthday last week.
I know.
He wasn't very nice to Sadie, I'll put it that way.
What?
He was hitting her with his toys.
Oh.
No, he's doing alright though. Well, if there was ever a calm period of the race, I think we've already passed it because Pyro is fringes of the DRS from Fred. If we can just find that extra half a tenth needs for the detection zone, which I think he did find.
Dear God, after the mistake he made, what caused me to overtake it, you found that pace quick.
Nah, Pyro's goated. He can come back from a spin. It's not going to help him trying to win the race, but the podium's still on the cards.
How the hell is a medium runner still doing better than me? That just shows how slow I am on it right now.
But the thing is, if Pyro spins again, Fred is inevitably going to drop down with his pit strategy and his 3-second time penalty. You could actually get a podium here.
That'd be very unlikely, considering I also got done up this guy behind me.
Callum just needs to keep his nose clean and his penalty sheet clean as well.
No he ain't, Jeff, no he ain't.
I really do have some food at the minute, as Pyro I think is making a move. His teammate, Fred not fighting him too hard, he knows his teammate is superior today.
I really don't know what the hell and that Jeff's data tells him sometimes.
Is it? He's probably just reading off the AWS graphic.
I mean, literally, he's just telling me, okay, the car behind us dropped back by 3/10 that lap.
Yeah, just double checking the calendar as well, because I couldn't remember what race we had next week, but it will be Russia, Sochi.
Okay, I prefer that track a lot more than this.
Have a quick little look at the forecast for Sochi. Sochi weather next week, raining. No? Cloudy. It's raining in the middle of next week, but again, Sochi should be dry, hopefully. I don't know, because Sochi can still give us a good race. I just hope for the, 4th season in a row, I hope we can make it through turn 1 without a collision. I mean, last season they made it through, but they just made up for it with a collision at turn 7.
Yeah, fat chance of that happening.
I just remember, I think it was Division 2 back in Season 3 when they went through there, and one of them ended up mounting the other. Is Callum giving you a bit of a hard time?
Well, he's close. So I'm managing to just do enough in the final sector compared to him to give me enough space for the DRS straight.
Well, don't be afraid to get your elbows out. Well, the thing is, if it was going to be a 25% race, it would have ended on this lap. At least you know we're about halfway through the race now.
Yay.
Yeah, to be fair, even for an 11 car grid, it's been a little bit action packed, not so much after the safety car restart.
I'll be honest,
still watching you and Callum.
I'll be honest, knowing on the R track record, the fact that only like 3 cars have been out so far, that's a blooming miracle.
4.
Who's the 4th?
Collins DNF'd early on there.
Oh yeah. I think then he had him.
Yeah, shame, because they'd be scoring points safe at F1 Antics. I'm only left to assume that Antics left because he had to run off somewhere. And both Hasses had no reason to retire, although I think Turbo's was more down to an accident, whereas Geordie just kind of forgot turn 1 existed.
I'm going to get done here.
Just cover the inside. No, he's just ran out of road.
Thank God.
He's drained quite a bit of his battery as well. If you're not doing the same, then I do recommend. We talk about people trying to catch up. Cameron is almost within DRS range of his teammate. The thing is with Leroy, his DRS is much higher than Cameron's. So that'll be why Cameron has caught up quickly to his teammate.
Either that or he's been perfectly driving slow so they can actually have a battle and not just be on their own, just going off down the road with each other.
Well, the thing is, I would say they're clear of Pyro, but they shouldn't be tripping up over each other, because that 15-second gap will decrease very quickly if they do so. I know they should be communicating with each other anyway, that they're not. They'll try and give each other a tow along if they can. Let's have a look from the rear wing of Leroy, see if Cameron can make any significant gains. It's about 3/10. So,
yeah, I'm giving. I gotta give some credit to Fred here.
Oh yeah, he's stormed off. Wow.
And also the fact that we're on lap 17 and he's still on them medium tyres.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. Oh no!
Whoa!
Callum! Safety car, surely. The car's in the middle of the track. That looked like indecisiveness at its finest. You're already to one side. Just run into the back here. No reason should have rear-ended.
It's
Right, the
not
thing
my fault,
is... Oh, who's that who spun? Oh, it's Leroy.
then. What?
Not that it matters, he's going to catch up, but I think that front one might have been knocked a little bit. If anyone wants to pit now, fresh set mediums will easily make it to the end. To the dismay of Fred, he's probably going to have to go on the hards. But if the top two pit and Twonk stays out, he would have been able to unlap himself.
Everyone's pitting.
Right, Leroy has got out the pits without incident. Fred in the box. See Twonk still trundling down the pit lane. That's a shame though, because I would like to see Twonk actually try to fight his way back through for better things. I still think he should have stayed out, but I don't know how warm those mediums were. I'd say just like stay out long enough to unlap yourself and then go in the pits once you've caught the pack up. Right, let's have a look at another biggest winners and losers. Twonk is trying to unlap himself. If he gets in front of that safety car, he will be DQ'd. Well, they're all gaining positions. Fred, biggest winner at the minute, up 7 places. That's quite impressive from the Div 2 driver.
Okay, I don't know how long that
Twonk, if you wanted to unlap yourself, you should have done it when it came out. He's just disqualified himself.
Has he?
Yeah, he's been DQ'd.
Wow. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, shame though, and quite unfair. I think people forgot that you can't unlap yourself from the safety car anymore.
Okay, I need to run in for my race here for a potential on the 4th spot. Whenever that safety car goes in, maybe next lap. Yeah, then maybe, just maybe, if I can get in front of Fred and go for a bit before his hard tyres come more to life than mine. I just realised, I know, he's pitted again.
Who's pitted?
Fred.
He is probably trying to go into another set of mediums. Because he's done his hard stint now.
Okay. Well, I'm going to finish 5th.
Just trying to think, like, a brand new fresh set.
Whey! Pyro!
A brand new fresh set would go about 10 laps, I think, at most.
Well, I'm now in 3rd.
Did Pyro spin?
He did, yeah.
Just surprised you were able to keep that position.
Yeah, he kind of like lost control and did like some major burn off his tyres as he was trying to like spin himself back around. So, yay, I'm now on the podium. How short-lived is this going to be?
Don't worry, Pyro, it happens to the best of us, mate.
Is he saying what the hell?
Yeah, he's just gone whoops.
Whoops. Didn't have happened that many times.
Right, fingers crossed, both Mercedes will be very kindly enough to let you through and win the race.
Here's a question for you, Connor.
Go for it.
Of all street circuits, what's your favourite?
Ooh, good question.
Maybe as a spectator perspective or a driver perspective, you take the pick.
No, you've stumped me there. Because Monaco's great to drive, but it's a pain to race. Baku's alright, but that depends on whether the rest of the grid have had the Weetabix in.
And the Weetabix.
Singapore, again, like, it's really nice to drive, but I'm not that competitive around it. Would you say Canada's street circuit?
Technically it's a park, same as Melbourne, so maybe.
Yeah, it's that like weird, like part track, part not sort of thing. I mean, Hanoi was alright at the time, but to be fair, I'm actually really enjoying Saudi Arabia at the minute.
To be fair, it looks like a very nice flowing
Be
track.
prepared to go for it, as they're going to leave you in the dust, mate.
Yeah.
Pyro,
Wow.
yeah, jumping game into the first corner.
Yep, I was a bit napping
It's a
there.
good restart from them though, because I know Pyro's got the pace to stay with the Mercedes, so again, Mercedes, they can't really afford to trip over each other, they just kind of need to get on with it. Or maybe
If they do
call
trip
team
each other,
orders and
please.
just defend. And they're still trying to fight each other. Leroy right on the outside of turn 5. There's still Will Twill, that's a bit early breaking there from Cam. They're almost rimming each other coming into the second sector.
Quote.
Yeah, wheel rims, I don't understand how that could possibly be misinterpreted.
Hey, if you've quoted me so many over these years, I'm quoting you.
Yeah, I think you've said worse than I have, mate.
Oh yeah, I've definitely said worse.
No, I love so. Yeah, it's 5 cars in the grid, but I still don't know who's going to win out of it.
But I can tell you one thing, not me.
I was going to say definitely not Fred, but unless if anything major happens again, I'd say anyone left in the race at this point could end up on the podium.
I'm regretting the fact that I was a bit lazy on the restart.
I should have kept your foot in right behind the Mercedes.
I did keep my foot in, my back end won't listen.
Not really a lot happening unless if DRS will get enabled down that straight. Purple sector from Pyro though, double check fastest lap. Be Leroy for 39.9. Look on Cameron.
That's a proper three-way fight in that podium right now, isn't it?
Now, oh, Leroy's crashed! Span going through the bridge. I think Fred might have collected as well. Fred looks okay. Is Leroy going to need a wing change? He's very, very lucky if not that.
Whoa.
Doesn't look like any damage.
Internet is getting a bit of arse for me.
Yeah, you've got the red dials next to your gamer tag. It's gone away now, but probably just a little lag spike. It's that electrical interference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, is Cameron going to have to come into the box? I think he will. He would have knocked his front wing. Leroy carrying on. Championship leader in the box. Well, at least the fastest lap. should not be a problem. He's gone for the soft. Softs will make it to the end. They're going to feel absolutely horrible, but they will make it from here.
My mediums shouldn't they?
Double check their age. Yeah, mediums easily for everyone to make it to the end.
Might be a bit of a torture for me though on the last few laps.
Quite easy, just don't get a penalty.
Spending
on. Oh no, Fred! Tried to fight Leroy too hard and he ended up going into the wall himself.
Is he still going?
Yeah, he's still going. Wind damage. Doesn't look like any, but I bet he's knocked it. Oh yeah, he's definitely got wing damage. Leroy, he's gone again. The whole wing is gone. VSC. No surprise. The whole front wing plank is on the apex of that hairpin of the bridge.
What has happened to our leaders?
I don't know whether they're feeling the pressure a bit, but
that's insane.
I thought last week was a bottle from them. Yeah, best thing for Leroy is that this VSC, he will drop behind Fred. Well, that depends if Fred needs to pit as well. Cheap pit stop for them as well. So, final fight for the podium should be okay. And Leroy should stay ahead of Fred since he is also coming in for a wing change. Cameron already pitted, so we should be fine. Yeah, let us know when that VSC is about to end, mate.
It's still on at the moment. VSC ending.
Just as Leroy and Fred exit the pit lane, I hope that it's not going to give them a drive through, and it doesn't, because they were still under the Delta when they were coming back on the track. The Cameron Dowd's back into the podium, and the two Mercs are free to fight it out as Leroy's just got a 3-second penalty.
Question: how can those red tyres do from here that they're wearing?
Oh, they'll easily make it.
Will it be a nightmare situation at the end?
Probably not. Not by this point. It's about 7 laps. That's even for the quali tyres. That'll be the maximum tyre life. Yeah, like I said, they're going to feel horrible, but they'll definitely make it to the end. So, as long as you keep it pointing in the right direction, you've got P2 in the bag.
Don't say anything.
And if you pitted as well, you'd come out ahead of them.
Don't talk about ifs and maybes and here. Just let me do my thing here. Don't jinx me.
That'll be your decision, mate. If you wish to finish the race or not. But if you come this far, just keep doing what you're doing. See Leroy's Blaze set in purple sectors, but it was his teammate who got the fastest lap. 30.3. At least they can have a little scrap for the fastest lap. I'm pretty sure the likes of MDJ would love it if both Mercs didn't actually finish the race. Yeah, still
did MDJ to make it today?
Yeah, he had a last minute family commitment.
That's fair.
This is really going to compromise Lee then, because I know they're both fighting for the podium, but I guess it's for pride whoever wants the fastest lap point.
Game, what are you trying to tell me?
What's Jeff waffling?
No, it's what my it's what the side of my screen popped up on me. Yeah, my game decided to pop up the tyre wear chart on the side.
Yeah, that's normal. It'll just do it at random intervals in the race. There's not even a glitch. It's programmed to do that. It's just letting you know of your tyre wear situation. Yeah, your mediums will make it perfectly fine.
Well, the highest medium percentage I had there was my front right at 20.
The only thing I'd be worried about you is that Cameron has gained on you like 10 seconds in the last 2 laps.
You said I should worry about my podium chances here.
Yes. Well, not the podium. It depends if you want P2.
Well, this is where the fun begins.
In other words, get your head down. It's not in the bag yet, mate. Well, the two Mercs still trying to fight it out. Cameron going defensive again. Leroy on the compromising line, but he will have a faster run through turn 5. Once he's made it stick, yeah, Cameron's having to stick behind, but he can get a better exit. He just can't get on the accelerator as much without running into his teammate.
Them two battling will probably help them slow down and help me stay.
No, because they're gaining on average 1.5 tenths every mini sector.
Shut up! I'm trying to find some type of positive here.
Well, the positive is your track position.
I know, but I'm trying to think of positive of how I can ignore the people behind me who are closing in me like a rocket.
At this point, I'd be amazed if they don't take each other out. They're absolutely going for it. This is good. This is really good.
What do you mean pit window open? The game just told me pit window open.
Yeah, sounds about right. Be your last call for a soft stop.
Yeah, I know, that's what it said, but surely it shouldn't be doing that if it thinks, oh, yeah, you can get it again.
Leroy just let Cameron through in the straight.
Probably to get back on the main DRS straight.
Yeah, possibly. But Leroy also went quite deep into turn 1. I wouldn't be surprised if he had another warning. He is gaining on him. Cameron going defensive again. Zero going to do the same again. He is around the outside, off the track. If you keep that position, that would be illegal, Lee.
I keep seeing their names just swap in the corner of my eye in the top corner.
Yeah, they are. They're scrapping. Leroy round the outside of the old Singapore sling. Had to yield mid-corner. Only just gave his teammate some space.
I kind of trying to think of who I want on the podium out of them two.
I don't mind. As long as it's the better of the two. The better of the two will be the one who gets the track position.
Well, that's normally how a race works.
I know. But it also doesn't help with Lee's 3-second penalty. I'd be more impressed if Leroy could pull the 3 seconds, but like that's going to happen anytime soon.
So you're telling me my tyres will be completely fine?
Yes, your tyres are definitely going to make it to the end.
You sure? Because the game says it won't.
They will, because Fred was able to go 20 laps on them. You've barely been on them 8 laps. You've only got, what, 4 laps left to go.
I know, but the game seems to think that to make you should hit before lap 30, otherwise your tyres are going to blow.
Well, yeah, your tyres might be pushing it a bit, but they will definitely make it to the end. Stop worrying.
Hey, I'm entitled to be a bit worrying right now.
Yeah, I'm just glad you're not in the esports team if you're worrying about tyre wear.
Well, I'm not an esports person, so...
Neither is half the esports team, but they can still represent. That's a hell of a dive bomb from Cameron. I think he's taking lessons from me, though. Alright, 3-second penalty.
That means nothing to me. He's like 18 seconds ahead. Wait, 18? Jesus, when did that happen?
Probably 18 seconds ago. Oh, no.
Shut up.
They're just letting each other by for the sake of scrapping.
Well, they can't see alone so that quick, so might as well.
I mean, it's fantastic to watch. I mean, this is the standard I expect from Div 1. This sort of race, and they don't make contact. I might just troll Cameron and Lee and say, yeah, I completely missed your battle.
Yeah.
Giving Gamey loads of airtime.
Hopefully when you do go to the next, it's for a good reason, not me making a mistake.
Ooh.
Yeah! What?
Oh dear,
that
is Fred. He's gone off in the third sector. Hopefully nothing more than a spin. His car looks okay.
Seriously, what noise come out of my mouth just then?
I don't know. Ooh. Nhrl looking again around the outside, but Cameron's just died. No. No, I was getting a bit confused there. Leroy always had the position. Oh no, please don't try it through here. You're just giving me a heart attack now.
What?
I mean, they're really going for it. I don't actually think they're playing friendly either. They're really going for it.
Hey up, the pyro fitted.
Floor it! Just floor it, mate! Would expect that to be the softs. I know he's gonna... Oh my god, Lee, that's very, very close. Yeah, just hold on to that.
You think I will? But to be fair, Pyro was entitled to do that. It was practically a free pit stop compared to the Mercs.
Yeah, and I think he knows he's going to get you as well. Also, the thing is, these two won't know that. And I know they won't because they're too busy trying to fight each other. So they're going to have the shock of their lives when they see Pyro setting the fastest lap at the end of the race and they've made contact.
What?
Just focus on the race, mate. Now, Gamey, actually concentrate, because remember his 3-second penalty.
Contact.
As long as you're fighting within reason.
Yes, I get it. Tyre wear. I know, Jeff.
Angry Gamey. Love it.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do there.
Oh, Leroy's back end went out again. Yeah, it's definitely gone now. Leroy literally in the barrier. I think those tyres just gave up on him at the last second. They would have just shredded them.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, he shredded them because he was overworking them. Spread again. Oh yeah, lap 29, so top 5 are going to get points. Well done. I'd say it would give Lee a chance to go for the fastest lap, but he's got to be very quick on making that decision.
Cameron's in.
Yeah, Fred's also in the barrier. Yeah, front one completely gone. Yeah, Fred, it's up to you, mate, if you want to finish the race or not. We've only got about another lap to go. Back in a bit.
Wait, I thought you said Lee went in the wall.
Yeah, we did.
Then why's Cameron put in?
Probably just for the sake of it.
What, for the fastest lap?
Yeah. Double check fastest lap. It's still Leroy, 37.6. Out of the tyres, mate.
Well, tyre graphics are saying like in the high 30% in terms of tyre life.
30%. You do know they won't puncture unless they're like 70.
Oh.
You're not going to get a puncture on 30% tyre wear.
Tyre with the quickest.
And he's span going across the line.
Wait, what?
He's in the barrier. Go on, lad. Still carrying that 3-second penalty as well.
Drive!
Yeah, I think he's going to have DRS, but he has no battery. Duracell not doing him many favours today.
Duracell.
As long as you can keep him behind until the third
He has
sector.
that penalty, so.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to think because last time when you let him through, he pulled 1.5 seconds within a sector. Just cover the inside line. Don't be silly and outbrake yourself. Just still cover the inside though. Fred with another penalty. As the Pyros come around the outside, I think it's best just to leave that there, mate, and hopefully nothing bad happens to either car.
My heart has just started beating.
Yeah, I know, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Gap is barely a second. It is the final lap of the race. And to come around the penultimate corners. Pyro was here, but due to penalties, he's going to come across the line and gamey things. Wins the Singapore Grand Prix.
Oh god, my heart here.
Team Mercedes is still fighting, but I think now's the time for them to calm down. Said only the top 5 drivers will be scoring points today.
Lee let his teammate to beat him.
Well, he kind of has to. He's carrying a penalty.
Well, I think you weren't expecting this.
I bet you weren't either.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Pyro 22nd. I know that would matter. I know that's a stupid penalty anyway. Cameron P3, Leroy P4, and just waiting for Fred to bring it home in P5.
Well, I was not expecting this. No, what do you think the other drivers are like when they see that?
It just what the hell?
You're like, what? What, seriously? I'm not sure about that's my reaction. What the hell has happened? Bloody hell. I'm pretty sure I was complaining all that race.
No, I enjoyed this, man. You actually deserve that. Even if it's not really down to pace, it would definitely down to keeping it out the barrier.
Wow. Well, look how slow I was compared to the top guy. You know.
Yeah, it's because the game gave him a stupid 20-odd second penalty.
No, I'm talking about the quickest time, fastest laps we've done.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Well, we actually made it under the hour. Like I say, it definitely helps with it being a dry race. A full race rundown then. Gamey thinks is Sean Lewis, Nhrl Grand Prix winner. 25 points for McLaren. Pyro, valiant effort in P2. Gotta keep it pointing in the right way at all times, otherwise, yeah, it's not pretty, but it's still a valiant effort there from Pyro. He's come back from what he did with the podium. Fastest lap as well. Yeah, he should be proud of that. Both Mercedes, I think they're going to be Trading blows in the cooldown room after this one. P3 for Cameron Dowds, P4 for Taylor's Leroy. Fred the Red ran out the final points pin position today in P5 for AlphaTauri. Non-finishers were Callum Davey, P6 for Williams, Geordie on his debut, P7 for Haas, F1 Antics P8 for Red Bull, Turbo Games P9 for Haas, very unfortunate day for both Haas drivers, H Collins P10 for Alpine, and Twonk getting DQ'd for trying to unlap himself around the safety car, P11 for Red Bull. Right, shall we get them in? Oh, you're already here. Well, no, because I would still like some reaction. Yeah, no, it's, you know what questions I'll ask. You know what question I'm going to ask anyway.
Yeah, you don't have to ask me how that was it for you, because we listened to me and Matt ramble the entire race.
Same Pyro just full throttled it around the final corner on the last corner because he thought it was the last lap.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hello.
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 Is the lobby loaded in front of you, or am I just stuck at the screen in Singapore?
I quit the game.
Could be me. If I advance, it might.
Yeah, we've got the timer at least on it now. Going to get us started then. Cameron, definitely not the result I think either of you were expecting for today.
Yeah.
Where did it go wrong, or was it really all down to when Leroy lost it going under the bridge?
I think so, yeah, but again, there wasn't really nor I or he could do that could really prevent it. It was kind of a Hamilton Imola thing, kind of for me, because I tried to spin the wheels after, and then I went into the wall. So yeah, and I had damage before. After safety car restart, I made a little bit of contact with Pyro, and that gave me wing damage. But yeah, after that it was me and Lee had a little tussle, which was very fun.
It was very entertaining as well. I was just gonna touch on that. Considering the moves you're pulling on each other, I think for the driver of your caliber, as well as Lee, you're both respectable drivers on track. I am amazed that there wasn't more contact, but the reason I'm just saying that, you must have had your car set up perfectly. You really in control of both of them. Bear in mind, I think he's on a pad, you're on the wheels. I mean, a really good car control from the pair of you.
Yeah, cheers. No, it's we were just waiting up for each other and having it. It was actually really fun, to be honest, because some of the switchbacks and stuff were going side by side at the first and like most of the second sector. But yeah, also congrats to Gamey, by the way. It's good to see a commentator win. That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Oh, what do you mean? I can tell you don't watch Dim 2.
Well,
No, it's alright, that hurts.
No, I'm joking.
Nah, honestly, and I'll get on to my reaction to gaming in a minute. Your thoughts though, Cameron, next week, Russia, weather looking dry again?
It's okay. It's not the worst track, but
it's the season on
I
from
don't
your
like
first
it,
win.
not hate it. Yeah.
Well, the one that you were actually allowed to keep on that occasion.
Yeah. No, Russia's, well, because you just brought that memory back, I guess I like Russia and Nhrl.
It's unfortunate for the team at least. I think the saving grace is Callum representing Williams today. And unfortunate for MDJ, because I think he would have loved it to see you two come together.
Yeah. Right,
Pyro. In all honesty, I'm actually gutted for you for doing it when you did. So I just see you thought it was the final lap. Was that something that you did plan on doing?
Around the penultimate corner, I thought it was the final lap, so I full throttled it around the final corner and I spun.
Oh dear. But the only thing that I really want to touch on, despite that spin, it was a really good effort coming from where he did. Considering what happened at the start of the race, I would still happily take P2 in the fastest lap from that.
Oh yeah, I spun, what, 3 or 4 times? 4 times. But the safety cars helped me a lot.
I think they were helping quite a few people, but
yeah,
it's unfortunate some of the guys thought otherwise on finishing.
Without Leroy's and Cameron's crash, I think I would be able to keep up with them. I felt like I had the pace for that.
So, I think you
were... Unfortunately, I didn't get wing damage off of that, because I went straight to the back of Leroy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that their contact happened right in front of you. What were your thoughts when you saw that happen?
Go wide and get an exit. But I went wide and Leroy stopped in the middle of the track, so I hit him, pushed him out of the way and went on again.
So you didn't get any damage from that, did you say?
No, I didn't get any damage.
It didn't look like Cameron had damage, but I think you could tell there was, because you could still like knock your front wing and not have any visible damage.
Is so annoying in this game.
Still though, P2, please be proud of it, because regardless of the result, you drove brilliantly today.
I'm annoyed with myself.
Oh, just chill up, please. Honestly, you drove like an absolute unit. You're not always gonna get results, and I think things like this have happened before with people. It's human error at the end of the day. But if you plan on sticking around for next week, Russia, Sochi,
yeah,
your thoughts?
Not my best track, but I think I'm okay. But yeah, the corners are flowing. You have to hit every apex to actually get a lap in. And also the curb, I think, on the left-hand uphill. That curb can just send you flying if you even go side by side through that. Hope not.
I'm hoping as well. I don't think Dirty Air should be that much of a problem, considering it's all sort of medium speed. I'm just hoping at least that we can get a bit more side by side action.
Yeah, I think good overtakes will be happening there.
Yep. Right. Thanks, and we'll see you next week in Sochi. Right, Gamey. I don't really know what to ask now, but you just initial reaction on what's happened.
Well, as I've constantly said, I have no idea what happened. That's definitely a weird one. Obviously, it is. I will say it is unfortunate what happened to Potter. Obviously, probably the heat of the moment, concentrating too much on the race. You don't realise what lap limit you're on. Those things can happen. But yeah, as for me, that was completely unexpected. We all heard, and everyone who watches this will hear how much I rambled and complained throughout the entire race.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the only reason why I actually won this this thing is because I'm the only person who didn't make a mistake in the race.
Yeah, you were the person who had the cleanest of races. No pens, no major mistakes. I'm pretty sure you outbroke yourself a couple of times, but that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah, I didn't spin off or lose it or anything like the other guys did. That's the only reason why I won this. No. I was like 4 seconds off the pace in terms of fastest lap. So
yeah, I'm definitely proud of you. I'll have a drink on you for tonight. But whether you'll be driving next week or comms or not, Russia, we're looking forward to it.
I definitely prefer Russia a lot more than I do Singapore, but
yeah.
Pyro said,
less strain on the good old noggin between your air rolls.
There are curves and what can throw you, and let's be honest, there's going to be a lot of time penalties or invalid laps in qualifying because of Sector 2.
Interesting indeed. Right, so congratulations again to the top 3 Nhrl activity for next week. You enjoyed what you saw here tonight. Division 2 take on Marina Bay next week. It's Thursday coming, so head over to the Div 2 channel, please do not miss it. Also for Division 1, Sochi next week, round, 16. I'm very looking forward to it, to be honest. You wouldn't think that Russia would be one to note down for the F1 calendar, but definitely an NHRL Russian Grand Prix. Not going to want to miss that, regardless of numbers on the grid. GT3 activity, final round of the championship coming this week at Donington Park. Things are still tight between my Close and Collins, so I just wish all the best to have a fair competition into the final races. That's everything from me. We'll see you next week in Russia, guys. Thanks for watching.